So it's not all glamour and rock stars when you're working in a recording studio, and today is going to be a great example of that. I'm going to spend the day doing what I usually do in the studio, and that is fixing things. That's because musicians, they really love breaking stuff.
Yeah, breaking stuff!
So today we're going to have a crack at fixing a flight case that the handles have been torn off. Alright, so this is Exhibit A. Is this the one? Yes, it is. There we go. The handle's completely broken. It's quite a poor quality handle, to be fair. It was never going to stand up to the rigours of being in a recording studio or being on the road. So, right, okay, let's get this flight case out. And set about repairing it. Okay. Oh, good. That is the right end. Oh, that's good, actually. Great. So it's ply lined, which is good. That's going to be good for using screws. Yeah, see, everything else is riveted on. Get the camera down here. You'll see there's actually quite a nice distance in there between the side of the case and the amp, so I should be able to squeeze some screws in quite easily. So let's crack on with that. Step one, remove these old rivets. So we're gonna have to drill those out. I've got some excellent drill bits here. HSS Cobalt drill set. These are lovely for drilling through metal. They go through it like it's not even there.
She's like butter.
Although I have blunted quite a few using them for things I probably shouldn't have used them for. That one should do nicely. I'm just going to go slow and gently and be careful. That one came off quite easily. Alright, so I went ahead and ordered some slightly more substantial handles that arrived this morning, so let's open these, see what they're like. Doesn't seem like they've come with any fixings, which is a slight issue, as I assume they need to be riveted on really. I don't have a rivet gun, so I was going to opt for screwing them on. And you'll see what the potential problem of that might be in a moment. Right, okay, yeah, that's good. They're quite flat and they are nice and substantial. So these will stand up much better than the little flimsy ones that are already on there, and they'll be easier to hold as well, I think, which is good. So we've got our old flight case holes here where the old rivets used to be. Obviously these don't line up in any way, shape or form with where I want to put the new ones. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to eyeball it. It's not going to be the end of the world if it's not perfectly straight.
It's almost too straight.
Like I say, musicians break everything, so it won't be too long before we're having to repair this in some way anyway. So what I'll do, in fact, I'll just take a little drill bit And rather than marking it with a pen, I'm just going to drill a tiny, tiny little pilot for this. Perfect. I've not gone all the way through, I've just gone through the top surface of this, like a very thin aluminium checker plate. Very, very thin. You can just dent this with by pressing it with your hand. It's like plywood on the back, so I'm just going to tap straight in with a screw into the plywood. I find if you drill holes first, if we drilled the holes even with a much smaller drill bit and then screwed in, it'd be weaker than if we just tap the screw straight in. So I'll just tap straight into there. That's gone. Nice. And I'll just leave a bit of slack in that for now while I line where I'd like it to sit. I would say forever, but like I say, only 5 minutes before they've probably torn it off.
Yeah, breaking stuff!
Just give that like that. Great. Okay, so all on there nice and strong. That should last about 5 minutes, I think. Okay, so now both handles are on. Where the old rivets used to be, there's a couple that are still exposed here, and where they were sitting, there's just some sharp edges there. So I'm just going to file those off, because if we ever have to take this on the road or getting it, just even getting it out of where it was sitting, there's a chance you could catch yourself on one of these and give yourself a nasty cut.
My face is still bleeding.
So we'll take a file, take our file and just file that down. So there we go, nice and sturdy now. They should last at least 5 minutes before they get pulled off again. It's a real shame really, because if it wasn't for these fairly flimsy handles, it's actually a really good quality flight case, this one. Anyway, as you can see, jobs are good in, and she lives to fight another day. So pop her back in here. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. At least it's one thing off the list of broken stuff that I've got to get around to fixing. So it's been a bit more of a vloggy day today. I don't know if I'll do more videos like this. General recording studio maintenance stuff. The sort of thing you probably don't think about when you think about recording studios. Like I say, there's a lot more to it than just recording bands. Maintaining the equipment and general recording studio things, so I could do a few more videos on that. If you'd like that, let me know. I think that's enough for today.